I mean, really, they're all good nights, but tonight especially good. We're all excited about the NHL All-Star Game tomorrow afternoon on ABC. We're getting ready for some NBA action for you, coming up right now on ESPN. For our All-Star crew from the Castle, it's going to be a good night in Vegas. Hope it's a good night wherever you are.
An Arctic blast has transformed the state of Texas into a giant skating rink over the last 48 hours. And in come the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Joel Embiid, on a scorching hot heater here on Friday night, deep in the heart of Texas. These brave fans braving the cold, entering American Airlines Center. Welcome everyone to NBA Courtside, presented by DoorDash. Luka Doncic bringing some heat tonight. He's coming off a 40-point game a couple of nights ago. And I'm not sure if anybody's been better than that guy, Joel Embiid, in the last 6 weeks. The leader in the clubhouse for the MVP award. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, chopping it up courtside alongside Richard Jefferson. Thanks for coming aboard. Richard, let's start with the 76ers. They're just one game in the loss column out of first place in the East. And Joel Embiid has been leading the way. He is probably the leader right now, the odds-on favorite for the MVP. Nobody better.
No, when you look at his numbers, they are just absolutely outstanding. It's just down the line. And what he has done, his skill set continues to improve every single year. To watch him take his time, work the game. Now here, watch this. This is what you don't see because it's not the age of big men, but watch this dunk in. This reminds me of 90s basketball. Shaq, Hakeem, these guys that knew how to dunk in. Then here, his skill levels improve. He can handle the ball. Look, eyes up the entire time. So here, when he sees the double team, not only can he pass, he knows how to have the skill work to go over that shoulder and knock it down. Then here at 7 feet, 280 pounds, going against AD, a nice little Euro step. There is nothing that this big man can't do, including defense. Look, he can be up at the level against one of the best pick and roll players in James Harden. Then here, get back and defend the lob. He is playing defense and offense at an elite level on every level of the floor.
Well, one of the questions that beg is, will the 76ers bring in somebody new to help Embiid out? For more, let's go courtside to George Sedano. George?
Thanks, Jonesy. There's been a lot of chatter about the future of three-time All-Star Ben Simmons and the Sixers. In this current situation, as I just get bumped by Andre Drummond here, the Sixers are in a situation with Ben where he's been keeping in shape, according to our Ramona Shelburne, who had a story earlier this week about Simmons and how he's trying to keep focused on basketball at a time where his mental health is something that he is trying to deal with as well. If you look at a situation where Philly's at, though, they're looking at it, according to reports, as, hey, we're just trying to find the right fit to build a new championship contender around Joel Embiid, who's been an MVP candidate. When I spoke earlier today to Doc Rivers about these reports that center around James Harden for Ben Simmons, that's been the latest, where, according to reports, the Nets and Sixers could be making a deal. And don't forget, Harden obviously played for Daryl Morey. He was the Sixers president. He played for him previously in Houston. I spoke to Doc Rivers, and Doc Rivers declined comment. Meanwhile, I did speak with Rich Paul, the representative of Ben Simmons, and he said to me, quote, Ben is in a place mentally where he hasn't been able to get on the floor. There's no finger pointing towards the Sixers. He'd like to get to a place mentally where he can play basketball again. When asked if Simmons would have any objections to playing for any other team, he responded, as long as Ben is in the right place mentally, he'll play on the moon. Jonesy?
Well, we'll know a lot more, George, by the time February 10th rolls around. That's next Thursday. Let's switch gears, talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Right now, the 5th seed in the Western Conference, and ever since Luka Doncic returned from that 10-day game absence, as we take a look at the greatest delivery brought to you by DoorDash, Doncic has been on fire, taking this team to another level.
No, he is one of the next level superstars in this league. You see this averaging 26, 8, and 8, but on the last 8 games, his game has risen, averaging 31 a game and 9 and 9, and just efficient, so efficient on the offensive end. But Luka Doncic is just one of those dominant players. It's hard to believe that he's only 22 years old.
Well, it's interesting to note that the 76ers are one team that he is, interestingly enough, struggled against. The second leading scoring average against the 76ers team, the lowest of his career. Back with more courtside after this.
NBA Courtside on ESPN is presented by DoorDash, the official on-demand delivery platform of the NBA.